I'm in the car. I've got another little gadget to play with. Look at this. I've got a car phone mount. Yeah, I mean, I don't use car phone mounts very often, but as you can see in my car on my dashboard, I don't have a mount in here whatsoever. So when I've got my phone, it's consequently in my pocket. And if I do get it out, I normally tuck it just down in the old drinks holder when I haven't got any drinks in there. So yeah, I was sent this by Zethors. Zethors is the name on the box. It's a car phone holder mount. Basically your standard car phone mount, but it's quite a nice one. It's quite a luxury little device. It feels nice, it feels good, and it comes with some really nice little parts. This, for instance, is a clamp that goes on your vents. It'll clamp on your vents, and then you've got this metal wheel, which is quite nice because it's metal. And it's also got this bit of foam padding inside. It's actually designed really well. And what you do is you close it up, and as you close it up, it locks onto your vent. So I can actually drop that over my vent, screw that up tight and lock it on, or I can put it over onto the vent on this side, screw it up tight and lock it on. That way it stops it from rattling around and moving around. So yeah, I think that's really good. And then what you do is you take your attachment, which is in this bag. You take your attachment and you basically plonk it on the back like that, and you do the screw up like that, and it will just hold it in place, and it sits on the back there really nicely. So I think that's really quite nice. Now it's got a nice soft close button. It's at the top. You basically press it, and as you press it you can see these sides opening up. Let's go again, press it like that. They open really slowly, and the idea is that it stops you from dropping your phone. So if you've got it on the side and you know, I've got one in my van and I press the button and these flick open really quick, and unless you catch it, your phone falls out. So yeah, it opens up nice and slowly to let your phone out. And if I've got my phone, which is here, you can drop it in there, and you can adjust the height as well. You've got a height adjustment. Mine's quite a tall phone, and as you put it in, it clamps up and it holds it in quite tight and quite nicely. And again, you just press that little button and it opens it up slow enough to stop your phone from falling out. Okay, so yeah, I like that. I like that quite a lot. It's a nice smooth design. But it's not just a vent mount. We have this in the box as well. So in the box also comes a pad. Now if you have a car similar to mine that doesn't really have, I mean, I've got a shiny surface here actually, it's not so bad, but if you've got a car like that's all this nice ripply sort of effect on the top, you can have one of these pads. You can actually stick that pad down to the actual car or your van or your boat or anything really. You can actually stick this pad down in any position. It's got like an M3 tape on the back. You stick it down, stick it on wherever you want to stick it to, and then this, your standard clamp, your clamp will then clamp to this. It gives you a shiny surface to put your clamp on. Okay, so you can have that mounted there, clamp it on there, you can have it on there and clamp it on there. So that's what that little pad's for giving you a soft surface. Now I've actually got a soft surface mounted on there as well, so that soft surface is quite nice. It's smooth and it's flat. So I don't really want to attach this because it's got one of these sticky pads. I'll tell you what I will. I'm just going to wipe that off to keep it clean so we don't have all dust on the back. And what I'm doing is I'm going to stick it on the back. Hopefully it will come back off again. So it's got one of these really sticky pads on the back, and if it doesn't come off, I'm in a lot of trouble because I haven't decided where I want to put it. Actually, that's probably a really good position for it. So you get this nice arm, so I can place that in the middle like that. Can I spin that round? No. So it's got this little tongue on the back for lifting it off. So I'm going to place that in the middle there, and it's actually stuck on like it is. And if I put that lock down, that's actually solid and doesn't want to come off. So it's a really good place to actually mount that. I'm quite impressed with that. You've then got this little arm that slides up and down. Okay, so you can have your phone in different positions, and what I like with this is you can have your phone mounted like that in front of there. Do that up tight, it stops that from wiggling around. You can have that mounted on the front there, so your phone is at a height where you can see it. If you don't like it like that, we can lift this off, we can flip this round the other way, and we can mount it this way up like that, and we can have our phone up in the air slightly higher. So I like driving, when I've got my sat nav on, I like to drive and have my phone up high so my eyes are constantly on the road and I can just flick side by side to have a look. I don't want to be looking down and stuff like that, so I can flick over to the left, flick over to the right. Not only that, we can stick this on the windscreen. This can go up on the windscreen. You can stick it where you like. And again, you've got this nice adjustable arm then. Turn it over that way. You've got this nice adjustable arm that you can adjust to have your phone where you actually want it, where you physically think your phone is going to sit best. Again, you can peel that off the windscreen. We can stick it down here and have it a bit lower. Let's have it round this way. Which way round? We're going to have it like that. So we can stick it onto the windscreen there. We can turn that pad round, and we've got the phone attached on this side. And again, all you've got to do is do it up tight and have your phone where you want it. So I'm just going to put this back on there to keep that pad clean. So that's how it works. It's a nice feel. It's a nice gadget. It's got a good extension, and yeah, I think it's not a bad little car mount. So yeah, thanks for sending it. Any notes and comments, any notes or details I'll put down into the description for you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Ciao for now. See you soon. And I'm going to find somewhere to mount this in my car.